Here we are at 1016 Hackberry Court. We've already conducted an exterior inspection. Everything is fine outside. Inside, not so much. The tenant had to leave the state and they're headed back to Ohio. He has lost his job and had to move out. Is headed northbound as we speak, but there are marks on walls, also on trim throughout the entire home that'll need some touching up, some little dings, or maybe a marking of some kind of red gum or nail polish there. At any rate, the one room unblemished is this front room, a den just off of the main entryway. Downstairs is fine. A little dusty down there. There are some items remaining down there, but according to the tenant, those belong to the owner, and he was told not to touch those items. So there was a few items off to the right as you go downstairs. Notice again you have some furnishings here that were not taken. We'll go into the kitchen here shortly. Again, need a just a full empty of the house, and then a cleaning top down. Some of the areas may be able to be cleaned, like that blemish there on the wall might be a magic eraser that can take that off. But spots like this on the door are going to have to be touched up with paint. Need good sweeping throughout, good vacuuming. I think all baseboards need to be cleaned. You can tell in here in the floor there's heavy staining. I believe this is where they kept their dog. It was a Lhasa Apso. The reason I think the dog was also in here is the chewed up or clawed up frame there towards the bottom. Again, some nicks along the wood. Looking along the trim, along the baseboards, again, all that needs to be scrubbed. Minor touch-up along this wall here. A couple of nails need to be pulled, holes filled. Inside, the stoves were not, or the ovens were not cleaned either. Need to make sure the dishwasher is empty. Those are clean dishes in there. They just didn't have time to pack them. They didn't have the room either. The refrigerator and freezer still has food. Cabinets are emptied, but again, everything needs a good sweeping on these hardwoods. Got some leftovers in the closet here. They did have 4 children. There are some markings on the wall that need some attention, some touch up on the way. You can clean the walls first and then touch up as needed. You can see quite a bunch right there. And at the top, first bedroom up here, top left. Looks like hair or something like that along the edge of the wall. It's got some staining here. I need a heavy vacuuming, spot treatment for stain. Hopefully those come up. Bathroom, empty contents. Deep clean. And some markings on the wall that may be able to take off with just a magic eraser. One of the worst floors is in here. This is where the 15-year-old daughter resided. Obviously we've got some spots there. It looks like a bleaching, if you will, some kind of maybe nail polish remover was spilled. More there. Have the old box spring, the mattresses out in the hallway. Here's a look from top down. Got some things that were tossed up on the ledges of the upper windows. Here's where the youngest boys resided, 6 and 5-year-old. This was their playroom most of the time. A lot of marks on the walls. Going to need heavy touch up in this room, if not the entire room be painted. And the kick plate is loose. Just noticed that leaving the room. So we want to make sure that's secured. Coming into the master suite, it smells of cigar smoke or a pipe or something. Heavy staining throughout. This area over here is a little bit lighter, but there are marks on the walls. They're going to need some attention. And of course there's leftovers that need to be taken out of here. Got a king size box spring and mattress that have to go. The tenant asked if he would be charged for the removal of all these items, and I did assure him that yes, there will be a charge assessed to return the home to the fashion in which they found it according to their contract. He didn't seem to mind that because again he was headed out of the area, moving back up to Ohio. An example of not cleaning the sinks out. Top of the counter's dirty. This sink doesn't show much wear because they had the water turned off. When they first moved in, it's annotated on the move-in inspection that there was a leak. Please check the leak. Make sure it's not still there. But again, this home needs to be emptied first, clean top to bottom, and then check for markings on the walls that need to be touched up. That concludes our inspection of 1016 Hackberry Court.